So we kind of did the episodes in backwards order, but it's all good.
Yeah. When you were talking about, I was like,
Yeah.
the fuck?
I might just release the other one first and then this.
Which one?
The one that we did right now.
Yeah, you can.
Because that was supposed to be 4.
Yeah,
who
but
cares?
you said it was 4.
Yeah. I'll just.
Yeah, I thought you have 2 episodes out right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were gonna do yours was gonna be 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then we were gonna shoot one. Because we thought you were gonna take off. We were gonna do 3, but since you're gonna stay, fuck it, we'll just do that one, 3, and then this one's gonna be 4.
Yeah. Well, this one was supposed to be 3.
I could get off though too if you need. I could just watch too.
No. You joined.
No, I'll just.
Yeah.
We'll figure it.
We did. I felt we had a good flow that last one. It felt good.
Do you have like a lot of guests?
You are our first guest. I do want to start getting more people on here, but what I was saying is, I wanted to establish the podcast first and kind of get things going, and then like I didn't. So last episode, the first 2, we shot them in my room. It's fucking crammed. There's no way I can fit another person in there. It was me and Boobie were like next to each other. So I needed to figure out where we can do more people now, and I think this is a good setup. We can do multiple people now. So that's basically what was holding me back. So you're kind of like our test to see how we do with the guests. Yeah. Also, like I think it's harder. Like you basically have to interview someone. And
Yeah, you did good though. Like I saw also in a video. You know, I showed you that guy Gary V.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw a video he posted today. He's like, when you're doing your he's put like a 4 steps for your podcast. Kind of like I told you before, that high school party rule. You're basically that how you said you're a nerd, right?
Yeah.
You're like, I'm a nerd, and to become the cool kid, you have to host the party.
Right.
Bring all the cool people on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm cool. I'm not really cool at all. I'm pretty much a nerd too. So I don't know. More of a geek actually than a nerd. But he said when you interview your guests, have some questions, and you guys had questions. Like you did a little like research. You know what I mean? He said some stuff on my past, so got me talking. And you're doing it right. I think you're doing it right. I'm
trying, man. And like I said in the other episode, I watched a lot of late night television and I've kind of studied them a lot. And I think that's how you learn. That's how I learned all of this stuff, is just by consuming it. Because once you're a consumer, you know what you want to see. Like basically the stuff that I want to shoot and I want to do is stuff that I would want to see. Right. Mm-hmm. So all of this is like, this is what I would want to do. So, yeah, it's fun. And
what made you come up with the logo? How'd you get the logo?
That logo, I came up with it like in 5 minutes, dude. I went on to Canva and I just...
Oh, no wonder they told you needed... Why didn't you have a beard in the last episode?
Yeah. And I went into Canva and I had the channel ready and I'm like, I need a logo for the channel. So I just went in there, boom, boom, looked up how to do a logo. Super easy. I went through like, there's like default ones. I saw that one. I'm like, that's pretty cool. I kind of like the theme of it. And then I just fucked around with it for a little bit. And then I came up with a logo. Boom. And that was that. And then everything has kind of just been trickling down. But
Bro, you're ahead. You're ahead. A lot of the things I saw you do when we were at that coffee shop. What was the name of the coffee shop?
210 coffee shop.
210 coffee shop.
Yeah.
Tag them.
Yeah.
Shout out 210. But a lot of things I saw you doing, you already were ahead of your time. Like that took me like a few years to learn to get to that point where you're at.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we're rolling. Oh, shit. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the pod.
Welcome to Atowntalk.
Dude, I thought you guys were just fucking talking.
No, we're rolling, man. It's a cold start. That's how we do it. But yeah, it's I'm telling, being a consumer, you consume, you know what you're looking for, and all that stuff is stuff that I've seen other people do, and it's just like art. You know, art is what do they say? Imitation's the sincerest form of flattery or something like that. So I'm just kind of imitating what I see and putting my own spin to it, and that's what we're doing now.
What were we talking about, dude? I swear, dude, I thought we were just like talking, and then I look at the camera and it's red, and I'm like, we're rolling.
We're rolling.
Why don't you guys say anything, dude?
Yeah.
I'm over here, no headphones on my phone and shit.
So this will be our official intro. That'll be a little pre-roll. So welcome back, guys, to another episode of Atowntalk. This is either going to be 3 or 4. I don't even know. We did 2 back to back, so they're gonna be linked. Boobie decided to join us halfway through. And we got Eastside with us, Eastside Westside.
Yo.
We did a whole episode covering his deal already. Pretty interesting stuff, man. And I learned a lot from you. The shorts, you helped me out making those shorts with the 2, with the split thing. That was cool. It came in clutch. So I'm going to be doing that a lot from now on. This episode, we're going to be talking about a couple of things. One of the main topics is Boobie getting canceled in Dallas. That's going to be our thumbnail.
So I was at the game, right?
Yeah.
So it was like for like a law enforcement appreciation type thing. And I think there was like 18 of us from the department who ended up going. So we left, I think it was Friday, because the game was on Sunday. So we left Saturday morning.
Because we shot that pod on Friday.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
had to leave the next day.
Yeah, no. I left Saturday morning at like 7 or 8 in the morning. We got there Friday night, checked into our hotel, and then or Saturday. Dude, I'm so lost. Saturday. These are non-alcoholic.
They're
brother.
non-alcoholic.
Buzzing.
You can't.
I'm feeling it too.
Yeah, so I get there Saturday night, kind of just chill, hang out, because we got to be up really early on Sunday, because what we were doing was we were going to do the flag. So it didn't come out on TV, but so basically it was
Came out
like,
on 5th M, though.
yeah, it came out on 5th M, that's right. It was a 100-yard flag, dude. It's huge. It's a huge flag. There was people from other departments there from all over Texas, San Antonio, Fort Worth, just Bexar County, like just so many different law enforcement agencies. EPPD was there too. So we had to do like the rehearsal and stuff. So we showed up on Sunday in the morning. We show up. We met at like this parking lot, and then we got picked up by buses, and then got taken into like through this little tunnel and stuff, kind of private. It was cool. And then we go to the flag. They have the flag in like this big old hallway inside the stadium.
And you said it's 100 yard, like the size of the field?
Yeah, dude, it's a 100-yard flag. It's a huge flag. Like it's huge. It covers the whole field. Yeah, it's huge. So we have to like rehearse, because obviously we gotta set this thing up, because it's got like loops in the middle, because it's not, you can't fit that whole thing like in a box.
You guys like tied together, kind of.
Yeah, so we had to kind of put it together. It's got like these little clips and stuff. So we had to do that, and then they kind of explained to us like, this is what you guys are gonna do when you guys go out there. We're gonna carry this flag from here to the field. Once we get to the field, they'll explain to you a little bit more how to do it. So yeah, we put it together, and then we started picking up the flag. And so funny thing, dude. So you're kind of like right across from someone, and you have to pick this flag up and you carry it on your shoulders. Well, the person that was in front of me was like 4'11", dude. It was this little, it was this girl, dude. She was like 4'11", like short. We were carrying the flag, and I couldn't see her on the other side. Like I couldn't, and like she was dropping the flag. Like I was like having to like reach over and like try to grab it, because her arms wouldn't fit around. So I'm like carrying her side and my side, and I'm like, fuck, dude.
I
Like,
picture you like carrying it, and her feet just like.
yeah.
You can't let it hit the ground or something, right?
No. So hitting like the flag hitting the ground is like really disrespectful. So I'm over here like, what?
I was gonna say, if it hits the ground, don't you gotta like get rid of it,
Yeah, I mean,
or is that?
You go to prison.
yeah. You're not. It's not supposed to hit the ground, and technically you're supposed to, dispose of it and all that. I think in this case, when it's a 100-yard flag and there's like,
It's bound to hit the ground.
it's kind of hard, dude. Especially when there's a girl who's like 4'11", like trying to reach her arm around it. So she's like struggling, and I'm like, hey, like, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get closer to you so you can actually grab it and then put it on your shoulder. So I start getting closer, and I start scooching up, and then she's like trying to like reach under the flag, right? And then she grabs my dick, dude. She grabs my dude. She like fucking grabs it. I'm like, oh, what the fuck? And she's like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, grab the flag.
She's like, flagpole.
So she was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. She's like, I didn't know you were trans. No, so Anyways, so she finally gets the flag on her shoulders, and we're walking out. We walk out to the stadium. We do the little rehearsal. And as we're doing the first rehearsal, dude, so they tell us, like, whenever you hear the end of the trumpet from the fucking people that are playing whatever, the national anthem, whenever you hear that first trumpet, like, boom, take off running. So one part of the flag, they have to stay at the sidelines, and then the other part has to run out so it stretches out.
So, like, they unroll it.
Yeah. So I was on the side that had to take off running. And so one of they do the little trumpet thing, and so we take off running, dude, and we're booking it, right? And one of the guys falls, dude. Boom, he falls. And we're still running, dude. So he's under the flag. So we're there, like, completely stretched out, and then they're like saying that this guy fell, and I'm like looking under the flag, and yeah, sure enough, here he comes out crawling out.
And he grabs your dick.
He grabs my dick. No. So he's like crawling out and shit, and we're just like dying laughing. So they were holding it out, we're stretching it out, and they're like, okay, when this plays, you gotta, wave the flag, and we're like waving it. So we do that whole rehearsal like 3 or 4 times. And then we wrap the flag back up, and then we'll do it again. We would wrap it, unwrap it, and then, so we did it like 4 times, and then we ended up leaving the stadium. After we left the stadium, they fed us. They took us and gave us food, and, it was good food.
What'd they give you?
What was it? Chicken strips. It was like chicken strips, and yeah, I was expecting
From Cane's?
I don't know.
Are they sponsored by Cane's or something?
No, it was not Cane's. This shit was like the Tyson. No, I'm just kidding. But they were good. It was some chicken strips, and they had green beans and what else? Mac and cheese. I don't know.
Did you guys get to like tour the whole stadium and stuff?
So what we were there for was that. So we did the rehearsal. We ate, and then right after we ate, they were like, okay, you guys have time to go downstairs. So where we were at was like where the standing room is, and it's like really close to the field. So they're like, the players are going to be coming through here to warm up and stuff, so you guys can chill here. And yeah, sure enough, there was like players warming up on the field, and people were passing by and doing all that. We could only be there for a few hours because we had to get back to the flag before the game started.
Did you see Aaron Jones? Did he come to you?
So Aaron Jones, one of the guys, we were standing at the edge, and one of the guys started screaming 915, 915. And Aaron Jones heard it, so he comes, and he just he was there, like, saying hi to everybody, like, oh, you guys are from El Paso, and it was pretty cool. I don't know if I was starstruck, because I didn't even take pictures of that shit.
That dude's a superstar, bro.
I know some people take pictures. I didn't. So we go back to do the whole flag thing, the actual, like, thing, because the game's about to start. We go back, they're like, hey, we gotta go now. So we go, we carry the flag. We're there holding the flag. We go out to the tunnel where we're about to come out, and we were standing there for like 30 minutes, dude, holding this flag, because they're doing like the whole like players presentation. They're doing like all this other shit that's going on. We're like, dude, this was not in rehearsal.
Was there a concert or anything like that?
No, it was just like, it was the players coming out, the teams coming out, the 2 separate teams coming out, and then like the Cowboys have like this. Oh no, the cheerleaders do like their whole event, like a couple dances, and then they do the players, and then like some other people come out of the tunnel. So it's just like a whole thing. It takes like half an hour, dude, and we're standing there with this flag. Mind you, I'm standing next to this girl who can't. She's like not even holding it. I'm like looking at her, and I'm like, you don't have to grab it. Like, you're fine.
So you're not doing much.
Yeah.
So just let it be.
Just thinking about that interaction that happened between y'all the whole time.
I'm like, let me scoot it in closer. Yeah, so finally, it's our turn to go out. So we go out, dude, and we're on the field, and the players are warming up on the field right there. We were on the Packers side. That's where we were going to start. So all the players are there on the field, and yeah, we're passing by them, dude, which is crazy because those guys are like super huge. They're just monsters. Dude.
Crazy thing is, Aaron Jones isn't even like, he's not a huge bro.
No, Aaron Jones isn't a big guy.
He's like probably like our height.
Yeah, he's like 5'10".
Dude, that dude's basically a top 3 running back in the NFL right now.
Yeah, oh yeah, he's like top notch.
his family shops at Adidas because they're sponsored by Adidas, and his brother is always shopping there. They take a bunch of stuff.
So I think the reason we were able to do that was because of Aaron Jones, since they were going to be playing for that. Usually they do that law enforcement thing in Dallas for like a good amount of games, but because Aaron Jones was playing, he got together with like the El Paso community, and they were able to send us to the game. So shout out to Aaron Jones. He's the one that was able to get us out there.
If we get 1 million subs, we'll get Aaron Jones on the podcast.
Yeah, with some strippers.
With strippers.
Yeah, so we go do that, and then we're on the field with the players and everything, and then we're gonna start the ceremony. And I'm over here like trying to get the girl to like, you know, I'm trying to help her out, dude, because she's like struggling, and I'm like over here talking to her, and then she's like, "Oh my God, run!" And I'm like, "What?" I turn around, and dude, they're like already like halfway on the field, dude, and I'm still over here like, I'm like, "Oh shit!" So I tell my buddy, I'm like, "Let's go, dude." So he looks and he's like, "Oh shit!" So we take off running. The flag's like opening, like all retarded.
Yeah.
And then I have a video. So when we get to the end, there's cheerleaders behind us. You can probably post it, but I'm like videotaping the cheerleaders behind me, and one of them smiled at me. She says hi to the camera. No big deal.
I'm sure they say hi to everybody, dude. It's their job to.
Nah, dude. She liked the way I looked in uniform.
Yeah.
So
Was she tall?
No, she wasn't. They were all like, they weren't like short, but they weren't like super tall. So we do that whole ceremony, and then we're there. After the ceremony, we're able to watch the game. So it was cool because we pretty much had access to like the whole stadium. Like nobody was really telling us like.
You could walk on the sidelines around and stuff like that? Or
So we just couldn't, during the ceremony, we could be on the side, but after that, like we couldn't. But as far as like the whole stadium, like we could go to any like.
And then you guys were in uniform. You were like armed and everything, right? So you guys were
so they were
basically like extra security for them.
I mean, not really, but they weren't really telling us anything. So we really had like access to like the whole stadium, which was cool.
You weren't allowed to drink or anything, huh?
No, not in uniform, which is good though, because I hadn't been drinking either way. So we go do that, and then what happened was, me and my friend, we had to work on Monday. So the game was Sunday. We had to work Monday morning. We had to be at work at 6 a.m. So what me and my friend had decided, because we drove out there, we were like, if we drive back after the game, we're going to be pushing it, right? We're not going to make it back in time. So we decided, we're like, we looked for some flights, and we bought a flight. We're like, fuck it, we'll get there early enough. I think the flight was coming in like at 11:40. We'll be able to sleep, and then we'll be able to make it to work, and we won't be like super tired. And not only that, but risk, you know, us getting in an accident, because we've been out here all day, dude. We were tired.
Yeah.
So we get to the airport after the game. We go get some food, and then we go to the airport. And once we get to the airport, we have to check in our weapons into the airport. So we have like lock boxes and stuff, and we have to check in your bags and all that. So when I get to the airport, dude, the guy's like, I give him the number, that confirmation number, and he's like, "I'm not seeing you on here." And I'm like, "Here," I give him my phone. I was like, "Put the confirmation in yourself." So he's like putting it in. He's like, "Oh, it's not working, man. I don't see you on here." And I'm like, "I have a confirmation number. Like, what do you mean I'm not on here?" He's like, "Yeah, dude, like, I don't know what's going on." But I'm like, "I paid for a ticket. Like, why am I not on here?"
What airlines was it?
It was American, which I've never had any issues with American. So
I've never flown American.
They're supposed to be top notch, no?
Yeah, I've never had issues with them, dude. They've always been good. I've flown with them like so many times. Never had any issues. So the dude's like, "You don't have a ticket." Like, he's like, "What you can do," he's like, "is you can buy another one." And he's like, "I have seats available for that same flight." And I'm like, "Why am I going to buy another one if I have it?" Like, dude, I'm showing you, like, it got charged to my bank. He's like, "Yeah, dude, there's nothing there." Like, he's like looking at my name and my advantage number, because I have an advantage number, and nothing. So I'm like, fuck. So I'm like, well, I can't stay here. So I ended up buying another ticket. So I buy the ticket. He's like, "All right, check in." We go to the gate. We start going to the gate, and then we start getting messages that the gates are being changed. They changed it like 3 times. And then finally we get to the gate that it's supposed to be at. We get there, and the flight gets delayed. So originally it was supposed to leave like at 10:59 and ends up getting delayed till like 11:40. And then it gets delayed again. So finally we end up boarding the plane like at 1 in the morning, dude. And we're like, fuck, finally we're going home. We board the plane, we're sitting on the plane, we're on the plane for like 10 minutes. And then they come on. So your flight's been canceled, guys. We're gonna ask everybody to just get off the plane. And I'm like,
You basically paid double.
Shit, dude. I'm like, what the fuck? So that day, dude, it was freezing that day. When we left the game, I think it was like 5 degrees is what it was saying on my phone. Like 5 degrees, but with the wind chill was like feeling -7 or some shit like that.
Damn.
And it was already snowing because you could see the snow like falling through the windows. So we're like, shit, dude, like it's 1 in the morning. It's cold as fuck out there. So we're like, what are we going to do? Luckily, one of the guys that I was with, his girlfriend has family there in Dallas. So we're like, well, first off, let's look for a rental to see if we can get a rental. No, everything was closed. So we're like, all right, well, let's go to her house. Let's get an Uber. It took us like an hour and a half to get an Uber because nobody was working.
Damn.
It was bad. And the Uber that we did get was like $90. So we pay for the Uber. We go over there. We sleep in. And then on top of the fact that I still have to call my sergeant and let him know that we're not going to be into work because our flight got delayed. So that was a whole nother deal, dude. He was pissed. So we wake up the next day because we ended up going to bed like at 3, 4. We wake up the next day like at 10-ish. I don't remember. And we're chilling and we're like, okay, well, we got a flight today. Like our flight got rescheduled. We're going to be able to head out there. We didn't have our bags on us because our bags stayed on the plane. They wouldn't give them to us because everybody had gone home. So nobody had clothes. Nobody had toothbrushes. Nobody had shit. We're like, well, let's go to the store to like get some toothbrushes or something, like get something to shower and, wash ourselves. Stores were closed. My friends,
like a cold front and everything just like shut down.
Yeah, dude. So my friend was like, hey, there's a Dollar General like down the street, like a mile from here. He's like, let's walk. And I'm like, dude, it's like 5 degrees outside. He's like, yeah, but there's no Ubers. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, all right. So we walk to this store. We get there and it's closed. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck? So there was like a little gas station next door. We go to this little gas station that had toothbrushes, luckily. And we end up going back. And then we get back and the electricity goes out, dude. So there's no electricity. Like, you can't charge your phone. Like, the fucking stove was electric.
Damn.
So we're like, oh, dude, we're just like having the worst time. So we're like, you know what? Let's just go to So we end up going to the airport. We're sitting at the airport. Same shit, dude. Flights start getting delayed. Or moved. Our flight starts getting moved gates. And we're like, here we go again. And then it starts getting delayed. And I'm like, yeah, it's about to be another thing.
Damn.
And then sure enough, dude, it gets canceled. So now we have to call Sergeant again and let him know, like, we're there. We have to stay there, dude. Again, we can't get rentals so we're asking the lady at the front, like, hey, we need our bags. Like, it has our guns. We need to get back. We need to go to work. Like, what can we do? And she was like, well, you can go to, like, the customer service line down terminal, whatever. She's like, they'll help you out, see what you can do with them. She's like, but I'm telling you right now, it's going to be like a 5-hour wait. And I'm like, it's not going to be that bad. So we start walking. We get there, dude. This line was just long as fuck, dude, because our flight had been getting canceled. Flights to like Houston, flights to San Antonio. I mean, flights everywhere. Flights to Chicago. I mean, they were just.
It's because the cold front, basically, right?
Yeah. So they were all canceled. There was no hotel rooms because people were all booked in their hotels. There was no car rentals because people were renting cars to get out. So there was nothing. Like, we were just like shit out of luck. If we didn't have my friend's girlfriend's like aunt,
yeah,
we would have been screwed. We would have probably been staying at the airport.
I bet a lot of people were staying at the airport.
There was, and I felt bad because I remember seeing this lady. She had a baby. The baby was probably like months, dude. And she was having to stay at the airport. I saw her 2 days, and I was like, fuck, dude. Like,
that's a pain.
That must be rough. So, yeah, dude, we finally, I think it was what? When did I come back? I don't remember.
Wednesday or Thursday?
Wednesday, I think. I don't remember. Yeah. Dude, I lost track of the days. Like, I was just so pissed. I was trying to get back, like, frustrated. You have the same clothes on for 3 days. Like, you can't wash your clothes because there's no fucking electricity, and it was just like, it was a headache, dude.
And it's all because of the fucking Cowboys.
Fucking Cowboys,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah, dude, it was. Oh man.
Shout out Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
So imagine like all the people who
Daddy.
went to the game, and then had to deal with that shit.
Yeah.
Like they didn't only just have like a bad game, like a whole bad situation, and then you have to deal with that shit. Like I wasn't a Cowboys fan, dude.
Did you get your money back from that one flight or no?
So I've been trying to call them, and it doesn't look like they're gonna refund it because they were like, no, it was the flight that was booked, and I'm like, yeah, but I didn't. Like I didn't use it. I had to buy another one. So trying to argue with them is probably not. I don't think I'm gonna get anything
Keep
from
doing
it.
it. At least I could give you points for another flight or
Yeah,
something.
try to get something from them. But yeah,
Moral of the story: never flight American, never go to a Cowboys game.
The Dallas airport is actually, I think that happened to me once too when I was with the volleyball team.
Yeah.
We got stuck there, like had to stay overnight, had to stay somewhere else, and then
Oh shit.
yeah, it took a whole process.
Yeah. It's a pretty big airport, no? The one
yeah.
in
So
Dallas.
so a lot of flights go
They can connect.
yeah
there.
connect there. So there is a lot of people like that were stranded, and it wasn't even us. Like it wasn't Dallas. Like that wasn't the reason we couldn't fly out. The reason we couldn't fly out was the flight crew that was gonna fly with us to El Paso from Dallas was coming from Chicago, and nothing was coming out of Chicago. So
There's a snowstorm out there too.
yeah,
right?
so anything coming out of like Chicago, like Detroit, like anywhere out there in the Far East, like that was coming in wasn't coming in because of the snowstorm. So our flights were getting canceled. It was just it was a bad situation for everybody. Like it started off good. The weekend started off good, dude. By the end of Tuesday, I was just like, fuck, I can't deal with this. Like, it was bad.
So they didn't pay for your trip over there, like
No, they didn't. So I did see on.
what?
I saw on FitFam that a lot of people were like, "Oh, who paid for that shit?" And like they talking like mad shit, right? Which is funny. I don't care, dude. But no, like we had to pay for. Like the only thing they paid for was the ticket, which when we looked up those tickets, they were $1,200 tickets. Which is good, right? They gave us 18 of them for all of El Paso, and so we paid for our own travel. We were paying for our own food. We were paying for our own, hotel and everything. So when I was looking at the comments on FitFam, I was like, God, dude, you guys are fucking ruthless.
That's El Paso, man. El
It's
Paso.
so funny, man.
I think this is why people leave El Paso, because like everybody here is so, I don't know if it's like the Hispanic culture, like they're just kind of, everybody just set in their ways.
It's just very negative, dude.
Yeah, bro. You can't have something new because people start hating on it, or like El Paso's kind of late to a lot of stuff. Like
Yeah.
that was one of the things where, like, when I was looking into the podcasting, that there's not a lot of podcasts here in El Paso, and you look at other places, like shit's popping off. Like everybody's doing it now, and it's kind of like I remember like a couple of years ago when a lot of these like little breweries starting to open up in El Paso, and it was kind of like, oh shit, we have like breweries now, microbreweries. But then there was other, like Austin had been doing it for forever, and like we're kind of always late to the game here.
Yeah.
We're a little bit in the past still,
Yeah.
and still growing. But I guess that's a lot of the places over here. Like if you go to New Mexico, it's basically like 20 years in the past still.
Oh, dude, New Mexico is like way behind, dude.
It's
I
really
think they
in the
just got
past.
electricity like last year,
Man.
right?
Dude,
The only thing they're ahead on right now is
drugs.
let's say the Walter White episodes were really good. All the Breaking Bad, the weed game's going up, and I guess sports they're winning in sports. So like NMSU, but
The thing about the whole weed thing though, that brings in a lot of money
Yeah.
for the state. Like Colorado went up a lot when they started legalizing, and
I think Arizona's legal too. Arizona, California, all those places are all legal.
so it's good, man, because I mean, people like their weed, and it sells.
Yeah.
I like it too. But it also kind of, I don't know. I used to be a big time conspiracy theorist, so I kind of think like, sometimes when you smoke weed, it makes you comfortable with the position that you're in. Like you're just all right. Forget about everything that's going on. Just smoke weed and I'll be happy.
Yeah.
And I kind of think maybe that might be a little bit bad too, because everyone's getting their weed, but they're not focusing on like the big problems going on and stuff. They're just
we just kind of chilled out, like whatever.
just chilled
We'll
out.
just let life pass by us and just I mean that makes sense too. I mean that could be a big part of it. But yeah, dude, it was. Oh, one thing I will say about Dallas, like,
oh yeah, sorry.
no, you're good. But one thing I just wanted to bring it up because I had been thinking about it the whole time. One thing I will say about Dallas and the people over there, dude, that's different from like the people in El Paso, is everywhere that we went, dude, everybody was fucking rude. Like, there was no like customer service. Like, we would go eat somewhere and people were just rude, man. And I was like, and you do that here in El Paso, and everybody's for the most part like pretty friendly.
We're really friendly. Yeah,
dude. I was like trying to order like some Wingstop, and the lady that was at the front counter was just like rude as fuck. So my friend, we go up to the counter, and then he's like, "Hey, do you have any specials or anything like that?" Right? And then she looks at him and she's like, she points out the window, and then he looks back, and then she's like, "It's on the window," and we're like, "Well, fuck."
The other thing is like, I'm sure working at an airport is one of those things that sucks.
This was not at the airport.
Oh, it wasn't at the airport? Oh, never mind.
Dude, this was everywhere, dude. Like, if we would go get food somewhere, like, not at the airport, people would just rude. Dude, like, even Ubers, like...
They didn't want to talk to you or nothing?
No, like, I get in an Uber here, dude, and the people were, like, asking me, like, how my days go. We're just having, like, a conversation. Like, I've known these people forever. I would get in an Uber over there and, like, try to have a conversation, and it was, like... just shut the fuck up. Like, stop talking.
It might be a Dallas thing because in Austin, I had some really cool Ubers in Austin. Like, every Uber that we got was cool, and we like had like really cool conversations. And there was actually one guy, one of the Ubers that we had, he was from El Paso. He moved over there.
Well, that's why he was nice, dude.
Yeah,
that's probably.
That probably explains it all, I think.
That doesn't make sense. That's why he was nice. Just contradicted everything.
But yeah, everybody here is friendly.
There's one guy in Austin. Well, yeah, he's from El Paso, bro. He's a nice guy.
Oh, yeah, man. Good old Paso.
Yeah, but I mean, other than that, besides like getting blasted on Fifth, I mean, I don't know. I feel like El Paso's not very like. Oh, I wouldn't say everybody.
El Paso's supportive, but you gotta realize online, there's a lot of trolls online.
Yeah,
there's a lot of people who. I don't want. It's kind of they're going through stuff probably, and they're the ones that had to go and let it out through social media to talk shit to people.
Those keyboard warriors.
They're unhappy with whatever's going on.
They're unhappy with what's going on with them, man.
So if anybody else is happy, it's like, fuck you. I'm gonna try to make or I gotta release something.
And talk shit to this person.
Yeah.
So if you ever get those comments on this thing, I'm sorry. Whatever I put.
I'm ready. I'm ready for those comments. I want to hate me. I dare you.
I find that shit funny, dude. Like, that shit doesn't bother me. I don't care. Like, say whatever you want. Like,
yeah, I know. Like, this is not for everybody. I've already heard one comment, and it was like I heard it from somebody say that somebody told him that they were saying that we were what was it? Oh my god, I'm blanking. I told you, right?
No, you didn't tell me.
No.
You should have told me. Who was it? I'll fuck him up, dude.
No, I'm not gonna blast it.
No, I'm just kidding.
That we were cringe.
Somebody said that?
Yeah, that we were cringe.
Who was that, dude?
But I bet if you watch any show, so many shows are cringe at moments, and that's real. It's just real life stuff, you know?
Yeah, but I think sometimes too, people are just being like, there's a lot of people who are just haters, dude. They're negative. Like, they don't want to see anybody else doing, anything different. They don't want to see anybody else doing better. They don't want to see, like, if you're maybe if they think or they feel like you're trying to do something better than them, or like, if they're not happy with themselves, like, they're just haters, dude. And it's just, unfortunately, it's just how people are everywhere, right?
It's a mindset.
Yeah.
It's a mindset. Some people who, like how you said, they're probably going through a whole bunch of crazy stuff, and they just want the world to be angry like them. So they just spread that around.
And I don't know how you live like that, dude. Like, I don't know. I feel like that just, why not be happy? Like, this is, enjoy your life, enjoy what people are doing. Like, be happy for someone doing something,
Hell yeah.
Even if you don't agree with whatever the fuck they're doing, if you see that person's like, hey, hell yeah, I'm into this, like, why hate on them, dude? Like, I don't understand that sometimes, like, how you put in the effort to, like, comment something negative on social media, dude. Like, I see stuff on social media, I'm like, this is fucking stupid. But I'm not going to be, like, on there, like, commenting, like, this is, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
To me, it's just, like, it's a waste of energy. let those people do what they're doing. Obviously they're doing their own thing, and just don't be fucking negative. You know what I mean?
Unless it's something a little funny, like you say something so funny, like all right.
Yeah, and that's cool. Like I'm cool with that. Like say funny shit and jokes and people, But as far as like the whole negativity thing, it's just like keep that shit to yourself. I don't care. It doesn't bother me, but it's dumb as fuck.
Well, the thing is, like, social media is so powerful nowadays. Like, it's crazy. And the more I've got looked into this, growing this channel and stuff, and we talked a little bit about it, is like you need social media to grow it. But even like you can do so much with it. I remember when we did the whole GoFundMe for my mom, and dude, that's when I realized like the power of social media, and it kind of blew my mind because to begin with, I never wanted to do a GoFundMe because I was kind of like prideful, but like it's like it's like I don't know. I was just willing to, we were gonna just pay everything out of pocket, but it was actually I think your mom, right, Chincha? Your mom gave us the idea for the GoFundMe thing. So shout out Evie Queen.
Shout out
Evie Queen.
Evie Queen. I don't know.
Oh,
what's your mom's nickname? Evie. Yeah. There you go.
Shout out Evie.
So yeah, we ended up doing the GoFundMe, and when I first set the goal, I think I put like $500. I'm like, if we get $500, that's cool, because funerals are fucking expensive, dude.
Yeah, dude, I can't afford to die right now.
Yeah,
it's a business, basically.
Dude, it is a business.
Yeah.
And so we were like, we'll do $500. Whatever. I posted it. We all started posting it on our socials. Dude, shit you not, we hit $500 like within an hour. And then I checked and I'm like, holy shit, like we did it. And I was like, well, what do we do? And I'm like, well, I don't know. Like people kept messaging like, hey, where do we donate? Like it's not letting us donate anymore. I'm like, well, let's raise it. So then I think I raised it 1,000. And then again, boom, we hit the goal. Dude, I had to raise it like a couple times to eventually where I'm like, fuck it. I'm just going to put it at, I think I capped it at 10,000. I'm like, there's no way we'll hit that. Like, no way, But that way I don't have to be...
Yeah. Messing with it,
yeah. And in a matter of days, dude, I think it was like 3 days we hit the goal. And I was like, holy fuck. Like, that's crazy, man. Like, just, like that was very powerful, and that meant a lot to me. I know it meant a lot to my family, like, and I still remember that. And since that day, I told myself, any chance I get to help somebody out with whatever it is, like, I know I'm going to do it, because even if it was like the dollar amount that people donated, it didn't matter. I think it was the thought of it, which was very powerful, and like that sense of community, like, and it made me realize how much like my mom was loved, how much like we were loved, like, and if someone's going through something, help them out, whatever it is. I guarantee you that person, they're going to be like thankful and grateful for it, because it's like when you're at your lowest and somebody reaches out to help you is when you remember that shit,
Yeah.
And I don't know if I ever got to like thank everybody, but if you helped out during that time, thanks, appreciate it. That stuff's always going to stick with me. So it's very powerful what we do. And now that we got this platform, I think it's important, what we do with it. Yeah, it's for fun, whatever. We have a good time. But I think highlighting, putting spotlight on the community, on people, and doing something with it, something that really, really matters is, I think, the ultimate goal for this shit. I don't want to get too deep, but yeah.
No, yeah, you're definitely right though. Like what we're talking about, it could be used for social media. All these platforms can be used for something positive. It could be used. A lot of people use it for negative, but we can also use it for a lot of positive. So hopefully, hopefully our platform grows big enough to where we can, help people out and put people on, like you said right now. He does his thing, with his videos and all that stuff that he does. So it was a good idea to bring him on here and just, try to get him out there and see, maybe people didn't know about it, maybe people do, just it's good.
Appreciate y'all. Definitely an eye opener to knowing what social media could do, and basically to start putting onto my brand more. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I've always kind of wanted to help other people out, but basically that's what y'all are doing for me too. Helping me get some spotlight too, you know. And I'm basically gonna see. I know you guys are gonna get big. I already see the flow that y'all have together, and that list of people that you're gonna start putting on. I already see putting more beers you're gonna put on, maybe some more non-alcoholic ones.
We'll start raising the alcohol level every episode until we see how high we can go.
I'm not supposed to drink this year, dude. So do you know did you read it where it says like less than 0.5% alcohol? What did we read today that if it's less?
So anything that is less than 0.5% can be considered non-alcoholic. Yeah. But technically it still has 0.5%, which is nothing. You have to drink probably like a whole keg of this shit to get drunk.
A whole keg?
Probably. I don't know. I'm just
like if you drink this whole 6-pack, you don't think you get a buzz?
You don't feel it.
Because most beers, what, like 5?
5% is like your average
5%.
beer. Yeah.
So 0.5, I mean, it's like orange juice, dude.
It is. It's good. Honestly,
good.
it doesn't even taste like, I don't know if it's like the placebo effect or something, but I'm feeling a buzz, dude. Or it's all the codeine or the cough syrup I've been drinking.
Cough syrup mixed with that 5%.
Yeah. Dude, so I had this cough for like a week, and it was just like annoying as cough. And it would get worse at nights, like when you lay down and you start getting all this phlegm. I finally went to the doctor on yesterday, and they're like, yep, you have an upper respiratory infection. I was like, all right, they're going to put you on some antibiotics and stuff. I was like, cool. It's like, we're going to do, like, you want to do some shots right now? And I'm like, dude, it's like 9 a.m. I'm not ready for shots. I'm just kidding. I was like, yeah.
That's what it sounded like.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, we'll get you 2 shots. So I was like, cool. So the doctor leaves. And I hate going to the doctors. I used to go with my mom with all her appointments, and it's always the same shit. It takes forever to check in. You go in for like 5 minutes, and they're like, oh, you have this and that. Right, bye. And then another like fucking 15 minutes to like check out. So I'm waiting there for this the nurse to come back in and give me my shots, and then she walks in. And then this is like your typical like El Paso girl, dude. Like she was wearing a mask, but like eyelashes, you know, she got the nails, she had the BBL. Like
my favorite.
And then she's like, all right, pull your pants down, bend over. And I was like, oh fuck.
What?
Dang.
Yeah, and I got really self-conscious about.
Like you pulled them all the way down?
No, I did like half cheek.
I was like, dude.
But I was thinking like, you know, I took a shit this morning, and I don't know, like did I wipe correct? You know,
Fuck.
I always baby wipe afterwards.
She had a mask on, and I don't think she'd be able to smell anyways.
But yeah, you know, like poop particles. We talked about poop particles before.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But so like, all right, I half cheek it, and then I kind of just like lean over, and I'm like,
She gave you the shot on your ass?
yeah, she gave me one on each.
On each cheek?
On each cheek.
Dude, you should have turned around and injected her, dude.
All right, that's enough of this episode.
Did you get the number after or what?
No. It's like, I'm all about the natural look. I don't like all that extra stuff when they start doing like the lip fillers and.
How'd you know she had a mask?
I didn't know, but I assumed like.
Because she had fake eyelashes.
Like if she's got like the freaking butterfly wings and the nails and like the BBL, like I'm pretty sure she's got like lip fillers too.
Yeah, but that's just, dude. It's like a trend for I don't know,
women.
For women, dude. A lot in El Paso.
Though? Like
I don't know.
Insecurities. They don't like the way they look.
I mean,
like us, if we're born, we're ugly, and you're stuck with it if you're a guy.
Yeah, but like, so here's the thing: like a guy, like if you're ugly, just go to the gym. You know.
Yeah.
And then that, like, I mean, you're still gonna be ugly, but at least you're buff. You know.
Yeah.
And for some people, that's enough.
Or just get a good job, good money.
There you go.
Mm-hmm.
I saw this quote one time that said, "How can a man make a woman happy if God made her and she's not happy with herself?" Or some shit like that. It's like impossible to make a woman happy, right?
Women are complicated. No offense, Chencha.
Chencha, don't listen to this.
Very complicated.
Shout out.
You know what it is? Is that we're simple.
Yeah.
We are very like, we're just kind of like, all right, we're living, we're chilling, you know. And women are complicated. It's all about the emotions, like, and then you got to think all the hormones that run through their body and like they're fluctuating. Like I'm pretty sure if we had that shit, we'd be crazy too. But
Yeah, dude. And you know what? Like I'm not saying like all girls who do their nails, like do your nails. Like if you want to take care of yourself, like that's cool, man. Do your nails, do your makeup, make yourself look nice, whatever. But there's just some people who overdo it. Like it's overdone. Like those are not natural eyelashes, dude. Like you're causing a fucking storm with those eyelashes every time you blink. That's not natural.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if you want to look nice, go ahead, get fake eyelashes, but make them look natural.
What would be the equivalent of a guy doing stuff like that?
Maybe the truck.
The truck?
Big truck.
Big truck compensating for
maybe,
small peen.
Beards, dude.
Beards are the guy's makeup, man.
I've been wanting to shave it, but I need to lose this double chin first.
I have a triple chin, bro.
I think I do too, bro.
Beards and hats, dude. Beards and hats is like
hats. Fuck, man.
Those are like the things where like you're like, take those two things off. If you see a guy with a beard and a hat, and you're like, hey, shave that shit off.
Okay.
Take off that hat, and we'll see what's up.
What do they call it? Yeah. They call it a hat fishing.
Hat fishing. Yeah, beard and hats, dude. Damn. They do like the whole like the ab like implants and shit. I don't know if you've seen
like
that.
Oscar de la Hoya.
Yeah, have you seen that? Those are like ab implants.
I'll be down for that. I mean, I think I have a 6-pack underneath all this fat. Well, everybody
does.
But I'd be down for that.
I would want calf implants, dude. I have chicken legs.
Yeah, me too, dude. No matter how much I work my calves, dude, like
it's just genetics.
You guys gotta go hike this mountain. I'm saying, start hiking it, build your calves.
I don't have good genetics for calves. I have like small ankles and small calves. Like it's no matter what I do, they'll get stronger, and they'll get like more toned, but bigger they just don't. Just don't grow. No,
I promise you. You go hiking, you start adding weight to your bag, they'll get bigger. That's basically how I rehabbed all my stuff. I had a broken ankle. It's a pretty embarrassing story. I broke it playing basketball at the rec, and embarrassing. Basically, I stole the ball from a kid, and I'm at half court. I feel him behind me, and I just like extend my leg. My foot comes down sideways. I step on it, and I break it. And I fall forward, throw the ball, air ball over the basketball court, and I fall into a cartwheel. And when I land, I'm holding my ankle, and there's just a section of girls laughing at me. I'm like, fuck. Look to my left, and all the scoreboard and the ref and the benches, they're all laughing at me. I'm like, fuck, man. Why is my foot so fucking sweaty? And then I look at my hands all covered in blood. Man.
Oh, shit.
And after that, I'm stupid. I never did my rehab. I never did nothing like that. Yeah. But to make it heal, that hiking helped out a lot. Damn. Big time.
That's definitely something I got to look into if I want to grow these baby calves that I got.
I just grow. Like it's like my brother has nice calves. He just got the.
Your brother has a nice ass, dude.
Mine, dude, my ass. That's her dad, by the way.
Oh, sorry, your dad has
I have a nice ass. My ass is perky. I got a little bubble butt. I've gotten compliments from it.
You don't have a nice ass, dude.
Dude, I'm about to like. I should ask the nurse. Should be like, yo, nurse, like, rate my ass.
Yeah.
She didn't ask you for the number, bro. So
she didn't.
No.
Did you feel chemistry there?
No.
There was nothing there.
I was too nervous. Was she gentle, honestly.
Or was she like?
Yeah.
Firm?
No. She was pretty gentle. Like the shots. Like I didn't feel it when she put it in. I felt the liquid after.
Yeah. So funny story. When I was in the military. When you first join, you get like a whole bunch of fucking like shots. It's like an assembly line of just vaccines, and there's just like nurses lined up on each side, and you just like walk down like the little line, and they're just like boom, 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 sticking you, dude, on both fucking arms. You pass like 3 nurses, they stick you, just everybody, and then you get to this wall that has handprints on it, and you're like, what the fuck? So they tell you like, put your hands on the thing and pull your pants down, and you're like, what the fuck? I'm like, dude, what's about it? What's happening? So they put you up against that wall, and then a nurse comes, and they call it the peanut butter shot. I don't know what it is, dude. I think it's like straight penicillin, but they call it the peanut butter shot because whatever's in there is fucking like thick, like liquid, just thick as fuck. And so I have my, she's like, keep your weight off of it. Keep your weight off that whatever side you're going to do. So I have my weight like on my left leg, and my right cheek is like sticking out. And then she's like, all right, here it goes. And she puts the needle in, and I don't know if she hit like a nerve, but my fucking butt cheek starts like twitching like fast as fuck, dude. Like, I swear. She's like, stop moving. And I'm like, I'm not. Like, So she pulls the needle out, and then my fucking ass stops shaking. And then she fucking puts it in again, and then that's when she puts in that liquid. And dude, that fucking shot is painful, dude.
I've heard.
Painful. Like, you can't sit. It's so bad that after that day, you don't do any like PT for that whole day. You don't do shit for that whole day because of how sore you're gonna be, dude. You can't sit. Like, you can't take a shit. Like, you can't even walk. Like, it's bad. I don't know what it is, but it's fucking horrible. But yeah, I don't know. She hit a nerve, dude. My ass was torquey, dude. Like, fast as fuck, dude. It was weird. Yeah.
When I sprained my neck, I sprained my neck like in October or something like that.
Your neck?
My neck. Yeah. How I was sleeping, and I woke up in the morning, and I usually do this thing when I sleep. I like stretch, and I like to crack my fingers. Like, I push up against my head, and I like crack my fingers like that. But I do it like that, and I did that, and then somehow, I don't know, like I pushed, and I had already been feeling like tension in my neck, and I pushed up, and I heard a pop, like a, and then I was like, oh, that's weird, and then like I had to like start putting my hands down because I started like feeling pain, and then I'm there in bed, and I'm like, oh, what the fuck? I'm like, am I cramping? So I'm like, I'm just gonna wait, because it felt like a cramp. It started feeling like down my neck and like down my back, and then I just lay there, and it was like a couple minutes past, and it's still hurting, and I'm like, oh fuck, this is not something. I think I fucked something up in my neck. So like I try to get up, and then I just feel like a sharp pain going down my back, like a cramp, and then I had to like immediately go back down, and I'm there in bed, and I'm like, damn, like what the fuck am I gonna do? And I start kind of like panicking. So I try to reach for my phone so I can call my dad. And my phone was kind of like away, and I couldn't reach, like I couldn't move. I was just like in bed, like paralyzed. So I finally get my phone, I call my dad, and then my dad walks in. He's all like, what's going on, mijo? And I'm like, I can't move. Like I fucked up my neck. Like, take me to the doctor or something. So he has to help me sit up. And then I'm sitting down, and then I sleep in my underwear. So he had to like help me get dressed. So he's like putting my pants on, and I felt like a toddler again. And then like when it was time to put on I just put a hoodie on, I couldn't raise my arms. And every time I'd raise, I just felt like the sharp pain, and then I started shaking, and I just like uncontrollable shaking. Like I was just like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then he's like, what's wrong? I'm like, I don't know. I can't control, like my body's just like shaking. And eventually we were able to get like my hoodie on, and he took me to the doctor, and like the whole like right there, I was just like shaking, and I felt like, you know, when you're really cold and you can't control it?
Yeah.
That's what I felt like. And I couldn't move my neck, and then the doctor's like, yeah, you just sprained your neck, like probably stress or some shit. Like, it happens. I'm like, how though? I was asleep. Like,
did they take like x-rays or anything?
They did x-rays, but everything was fine. It was just, I pulled something. It took me a while to kind of get over that. Like, I would still feel it. Like at work, if I was standing for a while, or just like, you know, sitting a certain way, it wasn't until I started going back to the gym and kind of moving more. That's when it kind of went away. But
damn, dude, that's what happens when you're 30, dude.
It is.
Stretch one day.
All downhill.
Getting old.
You stretch one day and it's over, dude.
Pretty much, dude.
You got to go to the hospital. Now, that shit must have been painful. I had this when I was like in 6th grade, I think. Yeah, I think it was 6th grade. We were playing football. You know how we used to play football outside in the mornings or in the, you know, at lunch?
That was life, bro.
Yeah. So I think we were doing tackle football, dude.
Always.
And I ended up getting tackled. I had the ball. I ended up getting tackled. And I landed on a rock, like sitting down. And it hit my fucking tailbone, the rock.
Ooh.
And I remember just hitting it, and I was like, oh, like it just hurt, dude. Immediately, it just fucking hurt. And I was like, oh, shit. Like, that was bad. So right after I did that, we had to go to class. And I remember, like, trying to get up. And I'm, like, trying to walk. And I'm like, fuck, like, this is really bad. I couldn't walk. So we'd get to class, and I'm, like, trying to sit down. And I'm just like, oh, fuck, no, like, something's wrong. So I end up getting picked up from school. Because I go to the nurse, like, something happened. So she calls my mom. They pick me up. I ended up fucking fracturing my tailbone with that rock. It fractured my tailbone. Dude, it was so bad that I couldn't even, like, twist my neck, like, just like this.
Sideways like this.
Yeah.
Dude, no movement. Like, even, like, moving my fingers. I remember laying in bed. I was just, like, laying in bed. And even, like, moving my fingers, dude, like would fucking cause pain, like on my tailbone, like excruciating pain, like horrible.
Damn.
And I was like that for like, I remember I was in bed for like a pretty long time. I couldn't get out of bed, and then I remember I would have to get out of bed because I would have to like go use the restroom. And dude, taking a shit was the worst, dude. It was the fucking worst. Like,
did they have to help you?
No, like I hate it. I've always been like that. I hate help. Like I don't like to get help. But I would like inch my way to the fucking restroom, and then sitting down was a fucking challenge. And then having to push, like, dude.
I bet you were crying every morning.
Dude,
shit.
It was fucking bad, dude. Like, it was horrible. It was the worst pain I've ever felt in my entire life. You know how I was telling you earlier that my back was hurting? It was actually my tailbone that's been hurting, that exact same spot. Yeah. It's been fucking hurting. And it happens every now and then where, like, I guess because it's been cold, I don't know. It'll hurt. Or, like, I'll move my neck the wrong way and, like, I'll feel that sharp pain. But yeah, dude, that was like the worst. And I remember I was using like this liquid to like, it's kind of like icy hot, right? But it's in liquid, so it gets like really hot. And I was putting it on my fucking tailbone, and it dripped into my asshole, dude. Fucking. Oh my fucking dude! I didn't even worry about the fucking tailbone anymore, dude. My ass was on fire, dude. It like it dripped to my balls and my ass.
All the way to the gooch.
Oh, dude. I was crying because of that, dude. Like, I was just having, like, the worst time. That shit traumatized me forever. Ever. Like, I never want to put anything like that near my ass again.
Yeah, well.
I had some friends do that to me in high school. They pranked me. They put some icy hot in my underwear. Oh. Fuck. And I remember we had got out of gym. I remember my friend DJ. Shout out DJ. Fucking asshole. But that was... I remember we came to the gym. I went, took a shower. I came back and I put my fucking underwear on. I'm like, damn, this Old Spice I fucking feel this Old Spice today. What the hell? And we go to lunch, and I'm just sweating. I'm all hot. I'm like, bro, this fucking Old Spice, man. What the hell? And everyone's just looking at my table, and my friend he's just laughing at me. He's like, hey, bro, I put some ice hot on your fucking drawers, man. And I got pissed, bro. I got mad. I left and took my underwear off, threw them away. Just was like ballless all day at school.
Oh, shit.
That was painful.
Were you free balling at school, dude?
Yeah, free balling at school.
I can't free ball.
No?
Nah.
I do sometimes. Not like out in public, but at home.
At home.
Yeah.
At home, yeah. No.
I can't. I need the support. I don't like my...
Make you just feel comfortable, so then...
Yeah, it's just like, you know, dingling around and like slapping my thighs. I
Shut the fuck up, slapping my thighs. You piss on your balls, dude. What are you talking about? No, one time, dude. So this was in like, I think it was middle school, dude. I was at a track meet, and I think we were like we were in Fabens. I was in 8th and 7th grade, and I had a really bad stomach, dude. I didn't want to go, but I was like, fuck it, I'll go. And I'm laying there, dude, just not feeling good because my stomach was all fucked up, and I end up fucking. I had, you know, the track suits, they're like tight, dude. They're like fucking like one piece tight.
Yeah.
And I had like some Under Armour fucking spandex underneath that. And I'm just like laying there and my stomach was like really bad. And then somehow I shit myself.
You farted and you shit yourself? Or what?
I don't remember. I just remember shitting myself and I was like, fuck.
In the tracksuit?
Yes, dude, in the tracksuit. And I'm like, oh my God, dude, what the fuck? So I'm like, this shit probably like fucking went through, dude. Like, so I had some fucking sweats. I put on some sweats, ran to the restroom, dude. Like my ass is all like just wet. And then I go into the restroom and I start taking that shit off. And yeah, dude, I take my underwear off and there was shit all over my underwear, dude. And it had gone through to like the track suit, dude, like the track uniform. And I'm just like, fuck, dude, like, I can't carry this out with me, like, yeah. So I just fucking left it there, dude, on the ground. I left it in the restroom, dude. I just fucking left it, and I came out, and I had a race coming up, and I think...
You free balled in the suit?
In the sweats, dude. And fucking Maldonado, remember Lali?
Yeah.
He was a track coach, I think, at the time. And he was like, hey, your race is coming up, and I was like, I don't got a fucking uniform to run in. He's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, I don't have one, dude, I forgot it. And he's like, no, you got to get out there. I'm like, I don't have a uniform. It's gone, dude. It's gone. But yeah, I shit myself at a track meet in 7th grade.
Damn.
It's embarrassing.
Remember that one time where I almost shit myself? When we went to
Taco Tote.
So we went to go eat taco tote with Herma and Swayze and Boobie. And this was right after high school. I was driving my dad's old red Toyota. And we went to taco tote. And I guess the food was really greasy or something. But we all had to go, like, hit everybody except for Jermaine. Jermaine could eat, like, garbage and he'll be fine.
Yeah.
He's like a goat. So we went to the Walmart. Because, like, let's just go to Walmart because it's right next door. And then Swayze went in ticket. Did you go in there?
I don't think I went. Like, I don't remember. I don't remember going because I don't even like going in public restrooms like that. So I don't think I did.
I think Swayze and Jermaine went in or something. Or Swayze went.
I think Swayze went. He went for sure. Yeah.
And then I was like, you know what? I can hold it. Like, I'm not going to go in there. And we're driving back from Mesa. We're coming back to Anthony. And right before we hit the Anthony exit, I start feeling my stomach. And it's one of those where you feel the bubbling and it's like brewing and it's like, oh, like it went, like it escalated. And I'm thinking like, I'm not going to make it. I got to pull over right here, right now. Like, so I pull over and I'm like, hey, yo, give me some napkins. My dad always comes in clutch and puts napkins in his glove compartment. And I get the napkins and then I start trying to open the door. And I'm like, oh, what the fuck? Like, door's not opening.
We're on the side of the freeway, dude.
Yeah, we're on the side of the freeway. And then like, it's starting to brew. Like, it's really starting to brew. And I'm like, oh shit, the door's not opening. And I'm trying to get this door open. And I'm starting to panic and I feel I'm going to shit myself. These guys are just laughing because...
We're dying, dude, because he's like panicking, dude. Like, he's like trying to open the door. He's like, the door won't open. And I'm like in the passenger seat. I'm just fucking dying. I'm
It's
like,
on child lock or what?
So my dad's car, you have to turn off the engine for it to unlock. And I didn't. I just put it in park and the engine was running. And it finally like clicked on me that I had to turn it off. So I turned it off and then the door unlocks. And then I run out and I just like drop trowel right there on the side of the road. And it was one of those, as soon as you drop, like, you release it all. But I remember I was, like, sweating, like, I was panicking, and it was just relieving. Like, that was probably, like, one of the best shits I've ever taken.
that shit was so funny, dude.
Since we're talking about shit stories, I guess I'll tell one about I think I've only had one. I was in high school at Franklin, and we were all at a volleyball game with all the homies that were in the football team, and they're like, hey, we're going to go smoke outside. You want to come with us? I'm like, fuck, I got to take a shit, bro. They're like, dude, just come. We're not going to have any left. I'm like, damn, all right then. So we leave the gym, we climb up the stairs, and we go to the tennis courts. And all of us, the sun's going down, so we're all trying to be sly. We're all laying on the tennis courts. And they pass me the apple, and I take a hit, and I coughed, and I fucking shit myself, dude. I was like, oh. And I just, like, handed the fucking apple to someone. I'm like, all right, guys, that was good. I'll be right back. And I went back down the stairs, back into the gym, into the restroom. Yeah. And yeah, I pulled my pants down. I was like, fuck, I shit myself, bro. So got my underwear on, like cleaned myself up. And then by then everyone was already in the gym. So I walked out and got my underwear and I just threw it as far as I could. And I'm like, fuck, they let it on the tennis court or somewhere. So that sucks for the...
Isn't that the worst? Like having to walk around with like shit in your ass?
I went home right after. I was like, all right, guys, I got to go.
But even
let me take
like,
one more hit and let me go.
Right after you shit yourself, like you have to walk somewhere to like clean yourself or do something. And that's just like the worst, dude. Like you don't know that shit's going to drip down your leg. Like it just feels like nasty as fuck. Like, yeah, it's gross, dude. It's the worst feeling.
It is pretty bad. I have a really bad shit story, but I'll save that one for another pod because that one is bad.
It's gonna be a good segment.
Yeah, I guess. Maybe we'll start doing this a recurring segment of
shitting.
We ask all of our guests if they've ever shit their pants. I think there's like a statistic where like every human like shits their pants like at least like once in their life or something.
Yeah, dude, it's impossible. Like it's almost impossible not to shit your pants.
And
dude.
if you haven't, it's bound to happen. You're next.
Greasy food, like fuck. Have you ever shit your pants?
There you go.
She said yes.
Yeah.
It happens to best of us.
It is the grease. You know what sucks when you eat like really spicy food and like it burns like when on its way out.
You know what? I can't handle hot Cheetos anymore.
No,
I love hot Cheetos. I'll still eat them, but I can't handle hot Cheetos anymore. I don't know what's happened to me.
Well, you're getting old, dude. How old are you? You're 29?
29. Still young. Dude. Still young.
No, I can't. It's the same with me. It's not hot Cheetos in general, but it's just spicy foods in general. The minute that I love spicy food, but the minute that I eat something that's spicy, dude, that shit's not going to come out good. Like, my stomach is going to be fucked. and it's gonna burn on the way out, like really bad, and I'm gonna be shitting for a long time, like for a long time, dude.
I think the worst is when you have like the beer shits. When
Oh,
you drink
yeah.
a lot.
Oh,
And
yeah,
the day
that too.
after you're just hungover, and then you just like that first shit is like nasty.
And it fucking stinks, dude.
It's like, and then you're hungover and you're just there. You have to like smell it. It's like, all right, this is my punishment for. That's bad.
Yeah. Dang, dude, you gotta get rid of that cough, dude.
I can't,
You've been
man.
coughing the whole.
They gave me cough syrup,
Go take a shot of pancake syrup.
pancake syrup, give me the peanut butter shot. Give me a peanut butter shot.
I'll give you
Peanut butter shot.
I'll give you a shot. Nah, dude, you do need to do something about that. It's interrupting.
Yeah. I did want to give a shout out to Sal, my former boss. He's the one that made the Atown LED light right there. He made that one. He made another one that we're gonna do a giveaway for. I haven't posted it yet on socials because I think I might do it this week. I don't know what I was waiting for.
You also have some keychains, right?
I have some keychains. I think we're gonna hang on to those. I give one to Isai. Shout out.
I don't even have a fucking keychain,
Oh,
dude.
wrong side.
Yeah. Well, I haven't seen you, dude.
Fuck.
But
You've been stuck in Dallas.
yeah, you've been dig down in Dallas. Yeah, so we're gonna do the giveaway. It's just like that one. It's a little bit smaller. We're gonna keep the big one for the pod, but just like it's pretty cool. Yeah, go ahead and I'll link his Instagram page. He does a lot of cool like engravings and like medals. He did that wooden one that's up there. So they're really cool for gifts. Valentine's coming up. If you want to give something for your boot thing, I don't have one anymore. So.
Oh, fuck. Here we go.
It's another episode
God
right here.
damn it.
Huh.
Dude. Sorry.
Nah, it's okay. But yeah, shout out Sal. I also wanted to do
That was fucking weird, huh? Because I was gonna ask you, like, have you talked to her, but I don't know. I don't want to get into this shit here.
no, we're not gonna go down that rabbit hole.
Let's go down the rabbit hole.
No, we're out of
much
time.
time's
We're at
left?
an hour.
We're at an hour. Nah, dude.
There's also Chase the Sunset race coming up February 10th. It's gonna be a race here in Anthony, which is pretty cool. I think I want to. Actually, I can't. I'm leaving that weekend.
What is that?
What time is it?
I don't know the time, but it's February 10th. I'll link the info on there too.
What is it?
It's a race. It's a 5K. It's a 5 and a 10K. But
I'm done, dude.
it's here in Anthony.
Where are you gonna be at?
I'm gonna go to Mexico that week. I'm gonna go visit my grandpa.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
February 10th. Am I off on that weekend, dude? I might want to do that shit.
and it's pretty cool. I
done
really
doing
wanted
it.
to do it. And I think if more stuff like that coming up, I'll post it up. We also got Leap Year Festival.
I am off.
Anthony is like the leap year capital of the world. Isn't
It's
that
also my niece is a leap year baby.
Yeah.
And they have a parade for all
Yeah.
the leap year babies.
So they're doing a festival March 1st through 2nd. There's gonna be a bunch of stuff. I saw they're gonna have some bands there. They're gonna have like lucha libre and shit. So that's pretty cool. So shout out to that. But yeah, we're pretty much done with this episode.
That was fast.
It was
dude.
fast.
That was fast.
Yeah, it's cool. Thanks Isai again for stopping by, man. It's cool.
Thanks for the invite. I love the podcast.
Yeah,
Dope.
we'll definitely get you on here another day. Boobie. Thanks.
Fuck yeah, dude. What a badass motherfucker, dude.
Any parting words for American Airlines or anything?
American. Nah, I mean, fuck. I hope you guys return my fucking money, dude.
We're gonna tag you.
Yeah, that's fucked. I think it was like $273 for a
Damn,
ticket.
dude.
Yeah, but had to buy 2 of them. No big deal, American.
Yeah.
But nah, they're cool, man. They have never had any issues with them.
I don't know. They're not
But-
supporting law enforcement. It's not
Not
very
supporting
American
law
of them.
enforcement.
Not very
Charging
American.
them extra.
Shut the fuck up.
Southwest wouldn't have done that.
Nope. Southwest.
I've never flown Southwest, so I don't know. Dude, it's airlines. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
But he said thank you. But yeah, you were fucking cool, man.
Got y'all.
Good to have
Appreciate
you
you.
on here.
Yeah.
Appreciate y'all.
Shout out Chensha. She's gonna be running our TikTok page
Hey, what's our TikTok? Is it just A-Town?
at A-Town. I'll link it on there too.
Yeah, follow us on TikTok. I don't have a TikTok, so I'm gonna have to probably get into that.
That's why I've her doing it because I'm a boomer.
Yeah. Do you have TikTok videos on there? What's your TikTok?
Yeah. I was just like, oh, I don't want to expose that.
Oh, okay.
But how many followers do you have on yours? 17K followers.
So what does it matter if you just say
What do you do? Do you do
We got
dances on
500.
it, or what do you do? Reviews, dances?
She's a little. 1.6
What
million.
stuff?
Doing what? What do you do?
Oh, the one from the Despicable Me? I remember that shit.
You got 1.6 million on that, dude? That's crazy.
God, yeah.
Is that in the restroom stall?
Oh,
Nice. Well,
maybe we just
I need
gotta
that
get her on the
I need
pod
that
and
confidence.
get all that
Yes.
clout in here. Give us that clout.
You need her as your next guest.
Yeah, for sure. All right, well that wraps this episode, guys. Stay tuned, subscribe, comment, all that good shit. We're loving this. I know I am. I can see myself doing this for a while.
yeah, it's fun, dude. This is awesome.
It is fun, and I gotta say, if anybody out there is wanting to pursue a passion project, or thinking about some change in your life, I say do it. Doesn't hurt. Just try it out, and if it doesn't work, then you're back where you're at. I know that's been my motto, and look at us now. We have a new set now.
Yeah.
We have LED lights. We have beer finally.
We've hit almost 500 views on our first video, which is fucking ridiculous because we did not think we were gonna get there.
Hell no.
Like ever. That's cool, man.
I was expecting maybe like 50, 100 tops, but that's
Yeah, maybe 100. I didn't even think that, but this is awesome, man. Hopefully we can keep up the good work, and all of you guys supporting us is awesome. Thank you guys.
cool. All right, guys. Peace.